This is a CBS News Detroit update.
Good morning, I'm Chris Ledeen. Here are your top stories this Wednesday morning. It's official. President Trump signs an executive order relaxing certain tariffs on the auto industry. The order maintains the 25% tariff on imported cars and places a new 25% tariff on auto parts that will go into effect this weekend. It also allows car makers to avoid paying other levies and on some imports from Canada and Mexico, which will be a big benefit for Detroit's car companies. Also, some automakers will be eligible for tariff reimbursements.
So it's a special place, and I don't forget my friends, and Michigan's been my friend. And I want to just thank everybody here.
President Trump made two stops in Metro Detroit yesterday, at a rally in Warren and at the Selfridge Air National Guard base, where he announced the base would receive 21 F-15 fighter jets. A 15-year-old accused of shooting two other teens is expected to face charges. Hamtramck police say it happened Monday night at a housing complex near DeQuinder and I-75. The victims are a 17-year-old girl and a 16-year-old boy. Both are expected to recover from their injuries. Police say the victim and the alleged shooter knew each other. We are now 1 week away from the deadline for having a real ID for travel. A real ID is a state-issued driver's license or identification card that meets the new federal security standards. In Michigan, the IDs are marked with a white star in the outline of the state of Michigan. You can get them through the Secretary of State's office. Again, that deadline is May 7th. And Pistons tickets for Game 6 of the playoffs are still available. The game is tomorrow night at Little Caesars Arena. Tip-off set for 7:30. The series is shifting back here to Detroit after the Pistons pull off a big win Tuesday night in New York, beating the Knicks 106-103. New York leads the series 3-2, but if the Pistons can get a win Thursday, that would force a Game 7 in New York on Saturday. Let's check in now with Next Weather's Troy Bridges. Troy, what are we looking like this Wednesday?
Much cooler today, Chris. Yesterday we set a record of 86 degrees into the afternoon with lots of sun. Today we'll still see a lot of sun, but only warming to a high of 61 degrees. We will be dry. That's the good news. If you are making some plans through the evening at 6 p.m., we're down to 56 degrees. So a fairly cool day and a cool evening. We will see a few clouds rolling in later tonight, and then tomorrow we track a new storm system that will bring some rain chances even as early as 6 in the morning tomorrow. So tracking some rain for Thursday, ongoing through the afternoon on Thursday. Not a big severe risk, but we could have some rumbles of thunder tomorrow. And then on through the morning hours on Friday, tracking a chance for rain. So a couple of wet days after today. Again, today will be dry, but much cooler, and then we eventually warm right back up. So high temperatures today going right there in the low 60s for most of the region. Some of us only making it into the mid 50s. Monroe at 55 today, 59 in Lapeer, 61 in Detroit, as well as Pontiac. Early morning temperatures tomorrow in the mid 40s to upper 40s, so a little milder in spots than we're seeing this morning. And then notice that 73-degree high on Thursday, 66 on Friday, but dry in time for the weekend with plenty of sunshine on Saturday and on Sunday. A little cooler on Saturday, a high of 60, and then warming close to 70 by Sunday with a high of 68. Then back into the low and mid 70s for Monday and for Tuesday with no big rain chances. So today dry, but tomorrow looking wet. Chris, back to you.
Thanks, Troy. That's a look at your headlines. We'll be back later covering stories that matter to you on air and streaming on the CBS News app and Pluto TV.